We just finished our company Christmas lunch, and I wanted to show you one of the prizes that an employee won that he didn't mind me doing a review on it for you because I thought it was really neat. Very cool retro stereo. This one is the Ion Retro Glow, and it's got very cool features that retro stereos used to have. And the build quality of this, I would say, is on par, if not better, than some of those retro stereos we had back in the 80s. So if you're like me and you had a stereo like that, this thing is very cool, kind of bring you back to the days of when stereos were about the only thing, or handheld portable stereos were the only thing you had a way to listen to music. So first things I'll talk about is it's got good sound quality. It's not gonna blow you away though. It's not made to blow you away though. So keep in mind, we've all been spoiled with new Bluetooth speakers like from JBL, from Bose, and other brands like that. So it's not gonna compare, I would say, at bass level to those, but for clarity, it is very good on clarity. It does have a bass knob. I'll show you, we'll do a walk around the radio, but it does have a bass knob, treble, like we used to have back then. That's all we had. We didn't have equalizers and things like that. Your volume knob. It does have a working cassette player, unbelievable. It'll do a single cassette right there. You've got, you know, your Bluetooth functions, and it's got, just like you used to have, the throw switches up here. Well, now, like I said, I'll show you that more in detail. One thing, you know, our radios back then did not have was definitely the LED glow. And if that annoys you, you know, you can turn that off. There are several versions of this too, and I'll have some links in the description for that if you're interested to look at something like this, a retro stereo. One thing I love, it's got the levels right here, where it's got one for left and one for right that move to the music. And it's got, you know, where you can see the sound movement on basically LEDs right here. And I also love, it's got the old style tuner. I don't know if you can see that, the old style tuner where you can actually see the needle moving. And this thing has really positive feeling. It's not some cheap knob here, and it's not moving, you know, erratically. It feels real smooth, real nice. So that's very nice. I think they've done a really good job on that. Couple other features, and again, I'm reading off this to get you a little bit of idea what you're getting here. Bluetooth 5.3 enabled. So I'm actually running some royalty-free music right now, copyright-free, through Bluetooth. It connected so easily. So this is probably actually the easiest component I've ever connected Bluetooth-wise. It's a rechargeable battery. So that's one thing about these radios that was just terrible. D batteries is what they all took, and you were going through a set of these all the time. Neatest feature when we do that walk around, I'll show you, you could still put D batteries in this if you wanted to. So what I kind of think they did that for is if you're out somewhere, that lithium battery dies, you could throw some D batteries in it no matter where you're at, and you're gonna have your music back up and running. So I believe it's 8 D batteries if you wanna put those in, but it does have a 10-hour lithium ion battery. And right now I'm plugged in the wall and it's charging. I got a charge light right here. It's charging as it is plugged in the wall. So great job on that, because running through batteries is a lot. So you saw those lights. You can change these by the press of a button. I'll go through that on the side. A couple of different features there. Turn the music up for you a little bit. So yeah, you can change those lights. So like I said, you could turn them 100% off if you don't want those lights on. You do have this cassette player, and it is a recording cassette player. So very retro, very nice. And I'm gonna put a link you can have a couple of cassettes that still are out there, that they're still producing cassettes that you can get original music on. And if you want to go back that retro style, maybe you still have some cassettes, be a great thing to put on here and have it on a bookshelf in an office or something like that. And the other options I'll show you on this, they have a black with a gold and a black with a silver, but they don't have lights for those versions. But I think that would be really nice to have set up somewhere. You have the USB and you have SD card recording. We'll look at that, it's on the side. But yeah, you can put a USB card in there or a SD card and record to that or play back off of that. Very neat how you can do that. I talked to you about your bass controls. You have a separate bass and treble control. AM FM radio, so you still are able to do that. And like I showed you, that knob here on the side, you're able to cycle through those channels like you used to. And you do have an antenna. We'll take a look at that. You have an aux input and a headphone output on there. And then my favorite, like I said, are the meters. And it's not up loud enough to kind of see that moving, but man, just really love the way those meters in the old style radios, how they used to make you kind of visualize that audio. So we'll kind of look around the radio right now, so see if I can turn this around for you. But so here is where your dial is for going to your different stations. So like I said, very positive feel. Doesn't feel loose. The needle's not jumping or anything like that. Here's where you can put the SD card in right here, and then you can record to SD or USB, and you can play back. So you've got a series of buttons here where you can record or play back. Looking at the top of the radio, you've got all the buttons here on the top, of course. You got your AM, FM like we used to have there, your stereo, mono, and you've got bass boost. And then here you've got where you can do tape, auxiliary, radio, or Bluetooth, which is what I'm in right now. All the controls for the tape deck right there. So you've got record, play, rewind, fast forward, stop, eject, and pause. Then you've got your treble, min-max, bass min-max, and you've got your volume min-max. And then here on this side, if I can turn it for you, see if I can turn the camera a little bit. So right here, you've got an auxiliary input, you've got your headphone output, and this is where you change the color of the lights. And then we're plugged into the wall using that connector right there. Batteries is internal. If I could turn it around for you real quick. So here on the back, this is where you would put your D batteries. Just like normal there, you know, you would open that up, put your D batteries in there, and then you can see your antenna right here. So just a little overview of the box there. And like I mentioned, I'll have the links for this in the description, and I'll have some cassettes as well. If you don't have cassettes and you want to buy some, you have an on-off switch there. I almost forgot to tell you that. And then you've got a nice carry handle like these radios used to have. So very nice retro radio if you're looking for something like this. If you love music like I do and you remember radios of this brand and style, I think this is a great addition for anybody who loves music. Hopefully this information was useful or helpful for you. And if it was, please subscribe and share. And that's to the point.